Productivity.
Oh, it feels electric. I love just being around it.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool. Yeah, no, we've recently decided. I've imposed that a podcast a week is happening.
The three of you together.
Not necessarily.
You know,
I'm really looking forward to you or Lockie doing some without me around.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, oh fuck yeah, cool, a cool conversation I'll get to watch.
Yeah.
And that I wasn't even there for, and didn't even know was going to happen. That'll be dope.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, but I think something that I am excited about this is just like you never really get to. When do you actually sit down with someone? When do you pick a time and be like, hey, I'm going to catch up with a friend and we're going to talk for an hour?
It might as well be.
When does that ever happen? Yeah, it might as fucking well be. When you listen to Rogan and half of these other podcasts, it's just mates talking.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
This must be how he keeps going for so long. It's just like gets people he wants to talk to.
Yeah. Probably 40% of them are just his friends. And he just gets on and talks crap about. Or comedians that he wants to give a push. Or scientists he thinks voice should be heard.
And it's the biggest podcast in the world. That's it.
That's
the biggest podcast in the world.
Fucking world. It's nuts.
I'm fucking genius, man.
I know.
I want to do a podcast. I should
Do
do
it. Just do it. I suppose the key is do it for a fucking long time.
And like YouTube, like do it earlier than everyone else. Like the people that have
Yeah.
been YouTube now, been doing it a long time for like fucking 10 years.
Yeah. I wonder if the first like man/lady, like men and women that masturbated on camera, like are they still top of the game? Are they still like just like, look, it's just like I've been doing this for 15 years, fiddling myself
real
on camera.
Real groove.
Yeah. A real grease
Imagine the
groove.
professionalism.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know how
That's probably. I think that's closer to using a loom than actually masturbating.
I don't even know what a loom is, man.
A loom is like a big weaving machine. Anyway, don't worry about it. I watched a
How do you
video
know
recently.
How do you know that?
I was first introduced to looms by the movie Wanted with fucking Angelina Jolie and that kind of ugly bloke.
And it's like in the big factory.
Yes.
And he gets his hand stuck in there or something because he's got.
At one point, he has to go and grab this thing out of there.
Yeah.
But that's like one of the dumbest bits of them. I mean, there's so many dumb parts of Wanted, but one of the dumbest bits is they get the targets that they have to kill by a code that this loom just makes.
That's right.
And I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be some kind of divine thing that's giving them these people to kill. And it's by a code that they find in bits of fabric that the loom puts out. I think.
Is that the one where they bend the bullets?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, sick.
Oh, like the...
Yes.
Like
it's that
curve the
movie.
bullets around shit.
I've never seen it. It's just some kid in primary school explaining. This is how you bend bullets, man. You get the gun and you go, whoa. I was just like,
it's all on the wrist.
I was just like 10 years old. I'm like, oh yeah.
Wow. I kind of like the how he thinks he just has crazy anxiety, but turns out he has a power that when he gets that, like, time slows down for him, and when he realizes he can accept that, like he accepts it and knows it's a power, like his anxiety becomes this superpower that not many people have.
So when he's anxious, time slows down.
Well, no, he thinks he's anxious, but it's actually just this power. So that's I think that's just the standard, like, any of us could be heroes, you just don't know.
Just got to learn to harness
Me
your
as a
power.
kid's just like, wow, I'm anxious all the time, I could bend fucking bullets! Dad, when do I get... Dad, can I get myself a pellet gun? Can I get an air rifle? And he's like, yeah, fill out the form. I fucking look through this fucking firearms license thing as a teenager, and I'm just like, this is fucked. It's actually so hard just to get an air rifle. I don't even want to shoot anything.
How can you bend
other
an
than-
air rifle anyway? You just
Mate, when you got talent, you got talent.
gotta bend bullets, bro.
I swear they had like one of the guys had a big stationary sniper rifle, and he was bending bullets with that.
I don't think he bent bullets with it, but like it had like a 3-chambered bullet,
Super long range.
Yeah, and it
From like across the city.
yes from across the city, and would like go through an old lady's donut and like through someone's house, and they're having an argument. It's
Eating
like,
a donut like that.
yeah.
She's
Obvious.
just
Yeah.
licking it.
How else do you practice rimming?
If that doesn't actually already exist, that should be like a shot in a music video.
What do you
Just
mean?
like
Someone licking a donut from the side.
Yeah, like a bullet going through it.
I like that. I like that.
Just follow a bullet on its journey.
Yeah.
That's the music video.
That's really cool. Who does it kill at the end? Us, all of us.
It
Yeah.
goes through like
Through all our heads at once.
you stand, yeah, like because you're standing facing the camera and it's like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, straight
Mm.
through.
Mm-hmm.
That takes some fucking CGI, man.
Yeah.
We'll do that down the
You
line.
need a real creative person. That'd be cool though, because like
You're saying we're not real creative people.
no, like down the line you'll like meet other creative people and be like, I want to make this. You can do
Totally.
this. I can do this. Let's do this.
Totally.
Absolutely.
That'd be fucking sick. So write it down.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
That's something I love about comedy is that it's so easy to do everything yourself.
Just like,
So
I want to do
easy.
this. Let's see.
Yeah,
if it works.
you just fucking write your material. You go up on a stage, it's there. Whereas with like hip hop, there's the beats, there's the mixing, there's the mastering, there's the recording process.
And that does mean that you have to actually have like a really good vision of what the product's going to be before you make it, because you've got to go through all that to actually make it.
Yeah, yeah, that's very true.
Comedy, you can do some really half-baked, dumb shit that
Mm.
maybe you shouldn't do, but you can do it, which is the beauty of it. But
Mm.
with like higher production values like that, that just means that you've got to have a good thing that you've got to make.
Yeah, I like that. I like
That's
that.
what I think.
I suppose you can, but as with comedy, you can become quite good at winging pretty decent stuff.
Yeah, that's a skill in itself. That's a whole thing.
Something that Hobart doesn't have at all is improv comedy at all.
Did for a bit, and now it's gone.
Yeah, I think there was like little workshops popping up, wasn't there? Oh, and Danger Academy
Yeah.
with Davies and Logan and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, but don't really have it.
Yeah, something I want to do when we're up in Canada is just join an improv comedy troupe for 3 to 6 months. I think that'd be pretty sweet. I mean, I feel like there's a bit of a stigma on
Huge.
on improv.
Huge.
And yeah, because most of the time it is cheesy as shit. But I think we've talked about it and it'd be really good for our fucking stage dynamic
Well, like,
and our just talking shit in general. I think it'd be good for any person.
you guys
really.
freestyle, right?
Yes.
I've heard you.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that the same kind of thing? Like, just getting in flow and just like letting
Yes.
shit come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
like in a different kind of, I don't know, like paradigm sort of thing that you're going for. If it's like comedy, you're going for like just silly shit or just pitching ideas.
Yeah.
Rather than actually like structuring a sentence,
Yeah. I mean,
lines.
like it's a really, I think it's a thing most people go through with hip hop and smoking weed is they'll have early on there'll be an instrumental beat on in the background and there are just people talking around the room and you realise everyone's freestyling.
Remember having that revelation.
Fuck
yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
everybody's freestyling
All
by
the time.
accident.
Yeah.
Nobody even realizes they are.
That no one realises they're all on the beat really nice.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Yeah.
And they're just actually freestyling.
Yeah, and you're listening from, you're just watching
And they're just having a normal
conversation.
conversation.
Yeah.
Are they talking like this, or are they like?
I know there might be like subconsciously,
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
but somehow it works.
But it's just like, yeah. And then...
It's just meant to be together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched like interviews of rappers, and they do sound like they've still got like a rhythm to them. Just in
Yeah,
their speak,
even
the
in
way they
their
speak.
Yep, definitely. It's just so used to speaking in rhythm that it just becomes natural, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I guess I just seem to do that all the time, don't I? So it's just I'm double time day to day, you know. Just to really.
Gotta get those 10,000 hours in somehow.
Yeah.
Just freestyle every single thing you say to anyone.
Fuck, you'd be an idiot if you did that.
You gotta have real experiences too, man.
Yeah. Look, you know what? I know people could, but just the idea of flirting with someone while freestyling the whole time. If you could find someone that loves you despite that, I think you're both assholes. Both of you.
You just know each other.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But then one of the first lessons you taught when you start freestyling is that rhyming is the least of your worries. Really, that should be the last thing on your mind. The rhyme should come generally early on, naturally, and you should be more worried about just something coming out of your mouth and or concepts. Like, what are you talking about? Are you just talking about sitting fucking smoking cone with your mates? If so, fuck yeah, totally fine. But then, or are you talking about taking a fucking rocket ship to the moon and meeting aliens? Like, I think...
I like that. That's simple. That sounds simple.
Yeah.
Well, freestyling to me can be either storytelling or just simple word association.
100%.
Like,
right.
Yeah, I find myself when I'm really in the zone, it becomes more, more storytelling when it's flow state.
Yeah.
But when it's just sort of warming up, it's definitely just more word association.
Totally.
And trying to get to that point of being able to let your brain go away and just pretty much subconsciously tell a story without you thinking about it.
Definitely.
That's when the best stuff comes out.
Definitely.
And then the word association's already there.
Yeah.
And you're already rhyming.
Yeah.
So it's just sort of all slips together.
Definitely. When I listen to someone freestyle, all I want to know is that they're exploring their own mind. Like, that's all I want to hear.
100%.
That's all I want to hear.
Is that what's compelling about it, do you think? When you're listening to it, you're like, oh, like, I'm actually getting something from you.
Totally.
You're actually...
Yeah.
Totally.
I mean, you just got to sort of put together the puzzle of how they're putting it out. But, yeah, definitely, it's freestyling. You put across different ways of using your brain without you even knowing.
Yeah.
Telling a story without you realising.
I think that's what's so compelling about listening to Bain freestyle. Is you can tell with every freestyle he's digging around the pockets of his brain.
Yeah.
You can really fucking tell. There's barely any filler, and filler's just classic old lines you put in while you get your brain into gear again, or give your thinking a break, or if you've had a slight knock on your flow state, you try and angle it back in a little bit by using some lines that you know. It's still freestyling. But then there are some people who say, even if it's only not written down, it's freestyling. And I think that's bullshit. Yeah. I think people say Jay-Z freestyles all his verses. I don't think so. He's written them. He has written them. He's just written them in his head.
Exactly right, yeah.
He's not written them on paper, but he has spent hours and hours writing them in his head. Just because he's not written it down doesn't mean it's a freestyle.
Well, freestyling to me is off the top. You know?
Yes, 100%.
But it's a different definition in America. You know, it's just a free verse. It's just something you may have written that's just might have been freestyle. It's not about anything. Just writing. You know what I mean? But it's got a totally different meaning here.
Yeah, it does.
Which is strange.
But then, even then, some local dudes say they're so-and-so freestyle on their videos. And you're like, I know that's not a freestyle by our definition. That's a freestyle by the other definition.
Yeah.
There's two definitions of the word. So that's why our series, where we do freestyles, is called Off the Top.
Yeah, right.
So there can be absolutely no dispute. We are doing it off the top.
You can tell.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. You can definitely tell.
You can tell because it's shit.
No, because like you're laughing and like in the moment, and like those little in the moment things like, and like because you do it together, it's like you sit next to each other, like the other one who's not doing it is like reacting to it, like, oh, I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
The reaction cam's a fucking great idea, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's so many popular videos out there, just reaction videos.
Totally.
Of other people reacting,
Totally.
and they get people watch the shit out of it. It's like, why not include it in the actual video?
Definitely.
What is that? Why do you think that?
I don't see the appeal. I don't understand.
I don't know either. I don't watch those kind of things.
Yeah. And what I think maybe it's to do with like comments. Like I wonder sometimes, like, why do I read so many comments on shit?
That's a good point. I read comments.
Yeah, it's because you don't actually trust your own thinking. You're like, I've got to know that other people are thinking the same thing as me before I can actually accept that I can actually believe what I'm thinking.
Yeah, definitely. Yes,
maybe that's it.
Especially if it's something you don't know heaps about, or you know, you might have an opinion, but it's not the most informed. You go, okay, what are other people? You know, I'm not so confident. What? I don't know.
I think it can be one. It can be looking for funnies. Two, I know for me, it was just like, is the way I feel about this unique? Is what you said.
Yeah.
And if it's not, I'll like that comment. And if it is, I'll leave a comment. I'm not going to leave a comment that fucking 10 other cunts have left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never leave comments.
I do sometimes. If I really love something, I will. Or really hate something.
YouTube comments have cleaned up a lot.
They have. Well, but
remember, like, they used to be like the most fucking garbage fire.
They bury them.
Really?
If you're negative in your comment, like that's why
it's an algorithm.
It doesn't. If you actually look, it doesn't sort by newest. It sorts by top comments.
Yeah.
And then I think you kind of get shadow banned from the top comments if you're negative, because your comment on our video that says this guy's shit doesn't come up.
Yeah.
Right.
Doesn't come up at all unless you go sort by newest and then scroll down and find it.
Yeah, right.
Whereas otherwise, all the other comments, which was 3, are all there except for yours.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's how they did it. So it's still...
Yeah, it's still horrible.
People are still horrible.
Oh, yeah.
People
they just buried
still
it.
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was me saying that about myself, by
Totally.
the way. Yeah. I was saying I'm trolling myself.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It's quite funny, actually.
How you finding comedy up in Melbourne? How long have you been up in Melbourne for now? Surely it's a couple of years.
January 2018, so coming up on 2 years.
Fuck yeah.
It's fine. There's just more, but like less quality.
Yeah.
So like it's oversaturated there. Like in Tassie, it's like the comedy's on tonight. Let's go to the comedy. So people there are like there to see comedy. Whereas in Melbourne, I mean, you still got the same kinds of things, but I'm in the open mic scene. So like we're just up the back of a bar.
Yeah.
Like sometimes in the main area of the bar, so like people are serving drinks at the same time.
Yeah.
You know? And like people don't know a show's going to be on. People don't want a show to be on.
Yeah.
You put a show on, you just stand up, and sometimes people are into it, and that's awesome. But and you can do like sometimes a few shows a night. You just rack up stage time. Like if you do, say like 5 gigs a week, it's 25 minutes stage time.
Yeah.
And with time in between to like think about what you're doing and plan for next time.
Yeah.
That's a different thing to like doing that 25 minutes in one block, because then you get in like a bit of a flow.
Yeah.
That feels good. And you can, and like once you're comfortable, like it might be the same thing for you. Like once you're comfortable and like in the flow, like things just come. Like you don't have to reset. Like you're already there, and you can stay there for a bit longer, which is nice. But yeah, Melbourne comedy's shit.
Well, I think it's supposed to be. Like, I think Hobart is the perfect place for the beginning of the comedian's hero's journey.
Yeah.
Where, like, you've got this beautiful, safe space where everyone's supportive as shit, even the audiences are, and you're like, God damn, I know comedy.
Yeah.
You go to Melbourne and realise that's not the way the fucking world works, and you've really got to run the gauntlet for fucking years to even get there unless you're really talented at comedy as well as socialising.
Yeah, fuck, that's my weakness, man. It's fucking hard.
It's fucking rough.
You look at I look at like just all the other Tassie comedians that went before me from Hobart to Melbourne. A lot of them have like come back or quit.
Yeah.
I think is there anyone between me and Luke McGregor? I don't know. He's the one who stands out as like the one that made it. Like Master Polito.
Jono got up there very quick. He's more taking the background angle nowadays, like directing and producing.
Oh, right. He's still creative, is he?
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Good.
Fuck yeah.
I didn't realise he was.
Yeah. He's still involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never see him around. He sometimes drops in.
He's living his life.
Yeah.
He's a busy man, working full time, fucking beautiful relationship.
That's it.
You won't watch this. I'm not even going to say I love you. He's not here. Fuck you,
Doesn't
John.
feel like he's. You got matching tattoos.
We do have matching tattoos.
Like, fuck you, man.
One
You
of the
can't say fuck
triumphs.
you to someone who's got matching tattoos.
Yeah, you can. We'll have matching tattoos one day. Fuck you.
It makes that so much more personal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Matching tattoo makes it more powerful.
Yeah. Fuck you finally means something. That's why I got the tattoo, actually. I just want to fuck you and cunt to actually hold some weight again. You know? So what's your next step, Melbourne comedy-wise, do you feel? Or is it just continue the grind?
Continue the grind for a bit.
Yeah.
Melbourne's like a good place to like be settled, and I'm just starting to get into like a flow of actually working and enjoying just working hard. I think.
Yeah.
It's taken me a while to settle and like just cut out all this procrastination shit. So yeah, I'm just trying to focus on craft. Keep some like goals to work towards. That's really helpful. But I guess just get rid of shit. What's that question you asked before? What do I not need?
Oh.
I said that's a good question.
Mm.
I asked that of my life, like what do I not need? Do I need YouTube every day? Do I need to have my phone on me all the time? Do I need to like and then when you like what's that quote? The perfection is not when there's nothing more to add, but when there's nothing more to take away. So for me, like, cut a lot of shit out, and then I'm left with, there's actually so much less in the way of me sitting down and doing my shit.
Yeah. Less in the way of doing what you want to actually achieve.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the plan. I mean,
I like
it's
that.
not like like, is it a goal? Is it a plan? A plan, I think, a plan's better than a goal. I want to have a plan, but you want like a product at the end of that. I think I'm doing Melbourne Comedy Festival show next year.
Ooh.
That's locked in. That's happening.
Fuck yeah.
I need to
How much does
just
it cost to register a show and the room rent to that kind of thing?
so much like a festival managed venue, like to be on the chalkboard outside the town hall where everyone thinks, this is the festival. That's just the like all the big names that are like pay like it costs like $5,000.
What?
$5,000 to put you like a festival managed show on.
Shit.
Wow.
That's what you pay. Like you can make back some of that on tickets.
Yeah.
And you get like a lot of exposure that way, but fuck, it's expensive.
It's a big layout.
Yeah, I'm going to be set back definitely a couple grand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But,
And you're going to be on that book?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm close. I'm in the CBD though, which is good.
Oh, sweet.
I'm with crowded.
But you won't, will you be in the festival booked?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all I have to do is like I got a couple months to like market it, find like a. Like I've defined a sort of target audience for it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have a hard time reaching them.
What's your target audience?
I've gone for like, because the show's about pretty much about my experience, like being from Tassie, going to Melbourne. So I'm like targeting people that have like gone to Melbourne, recent arrivals in Melbourne.
That's dope.
Difficulty with that target audience is that everyone who's gone to Melbourne, like we've got a common experience, but we're all in different like places. Like it's not a very cohesive community. Like maybe you can get into like a group chat, like you get one fan, and then they'll relate you to someone else and start to build that way. But I don't know what I'm doing, man. But I'm trying. So we'll see what happens.
There's got to be Facebook groups of people who have moved to Melbourne from Hobart, and there's got to be Facebook groups of Hobart people, and you can be, who actually haven't left the group and have moved to Melbourne.
Yeah.
I think you should attack those Facebook groups and just be like, hey,
Yeah.
even, be like, I'm lonely. Let's all have a drink, and then be like, by the way, I'm doing this show. Like if you really wanted to work them, maybe. Who knows?
There's some piece of advice I heard which was like, what is effective but out of fashion? So like, that guy's example was like billboards. Like everyone's talking about like social media and like, you know, all this new shit. But like there's other way. There's still billboard spaces.
Yeah.
That are actually, like, if you think about, not that expensive to actually buy.
Yeah.
Something in like, you know, what is no one else doing? That's another one. What is no one else doing that I could do? And I was thinking, just go Tinder. Make like a profile that's like my poster or like me looking hot. Get hot. Just go on Tinder and be like, come to my show and I'll buy you a drink.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that. See if
Give it a
works.
crack.
It could be a fucking garbage fire. But
Garbage fire is better than no spark.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
I asked what you guys are working on, didn't I?
We're working on
The very next thing that you're putting out.
our EP is the next official release.
That's the big thing we've been working towards for a good year now.
Yeah, we have. I think it's just one of those. I've talked to Chung about this a few times. Like, I'm far more enjoying the process of the YouTube stuff because it's far more immediate.
It's almost that instant gratification about it.
Yeah.
You know, we finish it, it's done, it's out by Saturday.
And that's how Odd Ones traditionally have done our music.
Yeah,
is like,
exactly.
let's catch up one night. Let's all get high as shit and make a song, and we'll write it and record it tonight, and then it's done and we'll put it out. So I think that suits our vibe quite nicely.
Yeah, so it's been a little bit different having like that long-term goal.
Yeah.
And that, you know, we've put a lot of pressure on ourselves, I think, to make it, to perfect it, rather than sort of just backing ourselves with it and getting stuck in. Like, we've got a lot done, but
we've got fucking heaps done.
We aim to sort of have it done by now, sort of thing.
By now.
Yeah, we're hoping to.
What's the date? Can you say when it's dropping, or?
I think when was the original date?
It was going to be the end of November, wasn't it? Originally.
I think it might have even been a little bit before that, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. That was
But
my last.
November's definitely, end of November was definitely the date that stuck
But I
in my
mean,
head,
you
but
get
that's
to your
not gonna
deadline,
happen.
and it's like, could you make it like that much better with just a little bit more?
100%.
Well, what gets me through is it won't happen the way it's gonna hapen unless things had happened the way they had. Does that make sense? Like if it hadn't happened, if everything hadn't happened and we hadn't delayed and all this other shit, we wouldn't have had the time to sit and really think about it and go, this track should actually have this angle.
Yeah.
A lot of these tracks, instead of having a bit of a narrative, would have just been thrown together, and that would have been good too.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have the extra layer and the extra bit of time to think and communication. And,
Definitely.
oh, my verse has this. Oh, so maybe my verse should have this in it.
So what happened? You had like a what are you talking about? You had the time to think. Something happened, like you had a delay.
No, we've had many delays. I've dropped the ball a couple of times. We've been busy with life. It's really, having a long-term project has really shown us how our moods waver and how our motivation comes and goes.
Definitely.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because when it's immediate gratification shit of just putting stuff out quickly, it kind of doesn't matter. We can all turn it on for a night.
Yeah.
But can we all turn it on for a year?
Yeah.
Very fucking hard to do.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing.
Yeah. Very different.
And I suppose the point of us starting to do our YouTube videos every week was to practice to get good enough of film clips for when we release the EP to do
I forgot about that.
a Schmicko film clip.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're not far off that now. I don't think being able to sort of produce what we had in mind, we're starting to get the right set of skills now.
Definitely.
That we will be able to achieve that. Whereas before it wouldn't have been quite as polished as we had in our heads.
Yeah.
So I think it's been a good thing.
It's been great.
We have to wait, but it's just hurt a little bit because it's been sitting on our heads, and we're like, we want people to hear this shit because we know how great it is.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really satisfying to finish.
It's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very
So it's
cool.
something we're very proud of, for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Very, very proud of. I think there've definitely been moments where we've all felt like we're letting each other down. Like,
Definitely. Yeah.
I think that's probably my default feeling about the project.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm letting everyone down.
But that's the thing about collaboration.
Yeah.
Is that you got to lift each other.
Yeah. If it was just my project, I'd probably just be still on the back burner and I wouldn't give a fuck about it.
Totally.
But because it's all of ours, we don't want to let each other down.
Yeah.
There's always one of us prodding the other. Be like, hey, are you still...
Yeah.
You still bro?
Yeah.
Or at the very least, you can be like, oh, I'm working on this. And I'll be like, oh, I should be working on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool, yeah. Slowly start inching back in.
Yeah, that's what I've always liked about our chemistry together.
Yeah.
Was that side of it.
Yeah.
Making music, we always, it's not it's competitive, but it's a nice competitiveness.
Yeah, there's no malice there whatsoever.
Yeah, it's nice. It's purely to get the best out of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like you could become a 1 million times better rapper than me, and I would not hate you at all.
No,
At all.
yeah, because we're all part of it now. We've all got a played a something. I don't know. I lost my words. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I think like that was kind of the philosophy of this tattoo. It was like me, Jono, and Barwick. We all had. I felt like that little triumvirate. We had the perfect vibe. We were all very different, and we were all. We all pushed each other in just the right way, and we all made each other want to be better. And then when that ended, I felt like I would never have that again. And then I met Chunky and Bain, and I have that like 100 times better. 100 times better.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Triangle's a strong shape.
You're damn right.
Strong fucking shape.
You're damn right.
Look at that.
Mhm.
It's supporting each and
The
every.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You know, we're all here.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Good shit. Very, very good shit. What's the name of your special? You come up with that yet?
It's called Cheeky Devil.
Cheeky Devil.
Woo! Gonna have some Tasmanian devil shit on the poster.
Ooh, I didn't even
That's
think of the
part of
reference,
the-
of course.
That's part of the thing. Like, it's a target market. I don't know. Like, should you go for a target market?
Why not?
See, like, oh, these people want this. Let's see if I can make something for this. Or do you make just what you need to make and what you can make, and then see who wants it?
Yeah, I think that's been
Which way you go?
definitely been our approach. Because we haven't never had a target audience sort of thing, and like
You found one. You found an audience.
yeah,
And you can say, oh, our audience is this, like the demographic like this.
yeah,
I think we're building our audience.
Yeah.
I don't think there is an audience of people waiting for what we have. I think we are the cake mix of hip hop. It's like people didn't know they wanted a cake mix.
Yeah.
But then they were like, oh, I can just add an egg and make cake? Fuck yeah. So, like, so I was like, okay, here we are. Here we are. We're getting the housewives of hip hop involved.
Housewives
Much
of
like that's actually
I wanna listen to that.
That should be a series.
That should be an
a
album.
TV series. The housewives of
The
hip hop.
Housewives of Hip Hop. Imagine the album cover.
Well, I probably stretched that metaphor a bit far, but no, I think we're going to build an audience, and I something with these podcasts, I want our audience to accept us as fucking human people.
We
You know,
want to have
like-
a relationship with the
Yes,
audience.
definitely, and I don't
It's
want
not
us.
just like, we're dropping this here, you can have it if you want.
Yeah, we've
So
worked on this for fucking a billion minutes, and we're the coolest people in the world you've ever seen. You know, it's not like that.
No.
We're just ourselves,
Yeah.
yeah,
and we can critique each other on that. We can hold each other accountable.
yeah.
Like if I wasn't being myself, there's no doubt you boys would pull me out and be like, "What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?"
Same goes for all of us. Yeah.
Definitely.
Is it harder to pretend to yourself that you're something else than like when someone else knows you, they can like pull you up? Well, like my brother, like whenever I'm getting ahead of myself, my brother's always known when to be like, you know, like take me down a peg and like show me that I'm being a fucking.
Give me an
It's
example.
gonna be very humble. Oh, like, just like whenever I like sometimes even in comedy, like I did this joke, maybe my third gig ever, about buying ham, and like how hard it is to like guess the like amount of ham that you want to get. And like, I want like 500 grams of ham, and the person's like, "Are you sure?" Oh, I don't know. Maybe I just want 200. 200 is not enough. So I was like doing some joke about that at like a variety night at my high school. I was like 16 years old, third gig ever, and like third gig ever. I've done like 2 shows at my high school, like to like a.
That's brave, man.
Audience. It was very fucking brave and stupid at the time. Also, just an option. I have got like a performative part of my DNA, my personality that just needed to manifest itself in some way. Very lucky I found stand-up. But like I'm doing this, and like, so it's a variety night. So it's like all the people that were on the talent show are like now doing their spots in the talent show like for their parents, so everyone's parents. There's all these like parents there, and they love me because I'm so like sweet, and I'm just doing this bit about ham, and I feel like I'm crushing it. I'm like, man, they love the ham bit. The ham bit's so good. And then like my brother like afterwards would be like, so I was buying ham, and like take the piss out of me, and I was like, oh, but I think he knew what he was doing. He like got me out of my own head, or like stop my head from getting too big. So he does that for me. My brother does that for me. He's very good at pushing that button. I feel like that's a good collaborator. Like this is like this isn't how you should be behaving. Like he knows better than you.
Don't forget who you really are, sort of thing. Yeah.
He's the bloke walking around going, "You're just a man. You're just a man. You're not a god. You're just a man."
But he knows how to cut you down with humour. That's the good thing about a good mate, or like a brother.
I like that.
Definitely.
I like that. So I feel about this piece of shit. This dog shit motherfucker.
Easy.
Love a good brotherhood.
Look, I've been thinking the other day, men have this perfect way of saying to each other, what you're doing is motivated by fear, and it's been taken away from us, and it's simple as this: pussy! It's as simple as that, and it's been taken away from us. I hate that.
Because you can't say that?
No, we do all the time. But, it's like, oh, how dare as a bloke you have to be careful with your words. I don't care at all. I just think it's silly. I think calling someone a pussy is a really beautiful, valuable thing sometimes.
You can use it very effectively.
It can. It can. And if someone's actually being a dumb shit and you call them a pussy and they go, you probably got to you because you're being a bit of a pussy.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go, what you were doing is motivated by fear. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, it's a perfect, efficient word.
Yeah, it's one word.
Pussy. I need to call myself a pussy more, I reckon. A lot of the time I probably am being a bit of a pussy. I need someone in my ear be like, you fucking pussy. I should have done that. Can you call me up?
I'll just call you a pussy every now and again.
Every now and again? Like, hey Jones, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Fucking do it, you pussy.
I'm down. I'll do that for you.
Thanks, Mo.
I'll do that for you. At the very least, a voicemail. Because we play phone ping pong a lot.
Yeah. I've been trying to call you for like a month.
I know.
It's like when you're like, this guy's on for like 15 minutes, you can get him. 15 minutes, he's like, Menz just called, oh fuck. And you call him back and he's
Window's gone.
Yeah.
Nailed shut.
Totally.
Same thing with me. I think. You like, I don't know how we've missed each other. 40 minutes, that's been a tight 40 minutes.
That's been pretty fucking tight. Lovely to see you, man.
Good to see you, man.
Come here, check your sausage. All right.